Hiya guys, it's Spectre here. Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 3. Continuing my Volkmar campaign. Sorry, I just thought I'd click something off on my OBS. This is obviously before the patch, this campaign, because it was already going. So we'll get this from time to time when a patch comes through. As long as the patch isn't bugging out and crashing all the time like the Throg one was, I'll continue with the campaign. If it does start to bug out a lot and crash, then I'll move on to the next campaign. And I'll just revisit it at a later point in time when I come back round to playing Empire again. Also, if you're new around here, please drop me a sub. I'm trying to get on the YouTube partner program. I am over 5,000 watch time hours now. I just need to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys are unsubscribed, hit that sub button. Help me get to that 1,000 sub mark, please. It'd be greatly appreciated. Right, where are we at? We're moving towards him there. He's moving up here to defend. We've now got a second army but we've got barely anything coming in. Right, okay. Split my armies up. I wonder if I can pull Krokgar into that fight. Teclis has got his ass kicked. Fucking hell, his power bar's gone to shit. Ah, no, Krokgar moved away. Like a dumbass. Krokgar. Clan Scry are actually strong. Well, no surprise there, I suppose. All the evil factions in this one are now suddenly bloody strong. So isn't it funny that I move an army there and then he stops attacking me? Typical. Oh, in fact, we need to watch all these, do we? Fucking hell. Empire's got like 1,000,000 armies. Let's not do that, I don't think. Oh, I've seen that. I wonder how many armies Skarsnik's got. He's apparently the strongest faction in the game right now.
I am Volkmar, the Empire.
No.
Spectre, I live to serve the Emperor. My journey begins. Honored to serve.
Oh, he will. Let's adopt it. Dirty.
Ever onward.
Where's my hero? Bring him this way. Scars there. Right, what's going off with Thingy then?
Champion of the our neighbors in the
I'm guessing he's getting shit from Skarsnik as well then, is he?
ready.
Fair enough.
What brings you before?
Strength rank 3 now.
Wisdom awaits. I have little choice but to...
Mistress of Ice.
Strategic threat. Explain to me how that makes fucking sense. How could I possibly be a strategic threat to her? Look how far a fucking way she is.
A pleasure and
That don't make any bleeding sense. Strategic bleeding threat. Could avoid both from, why not? Oh, I haven't discovered Imric yet. Imric could be a good ally as well, as long as Skarsnik doesn't stamp on him. Where are you? Their strength rank 2. Is that what with Gorok? Oh, so he might end up having some territories over there. Ugh, fucking hell. If he's got territories over there, as I said, I'm not going to go and find them. I'm not fucking around wasting time with that. But I will try and push down here. I'll push him out this continent if he's on it, and then I'll push down south to where his main territories are. If he's not wiped out by then, I'm not going looking for his remaining settlements, because it could be fucking anywhere. Right. Let's see what we can do about this guy. It gives us a victory, which I'm actually quite surprised at, because he's got some bloody nasty units. He's got a lot of chosen in there. I don't like seeing mortal units in, well, in any of the mono god armies, because they're much stronger than the demon equivalents, the demon ones, and especially with Tzeentch though, because they get barrier. Trying to get through chosen that have got barrier and fucking this much melee defense and that much armor, absolute nightmare. But if I can auto resolve it, we will. Even though we take damage, there's nothing here to attack us, so we'll do that. I'll occupy it so I can recover.
Sigma grant me strength.
Yeah, that's actually better than your shitty green armor that you've got, dude. Give you that. You can have the shitty green armor instead. These will be recovered in 2 turns. Does me.
Sigma has heard my prayers.
And then I could trade this back to him and see what I can get.
The righteous hammer of Sigma.
Here, what have we got here? Not that. All ours are under the same one, aren't they? So great swords are underneath it. Demogryph knights both kinds, yeah. So I want taste battle, and then I can get stand your ground, and that's the red tree done. And now we can focus on buffing up Volkmar. Make Volkmar more of a pain in the ass than he already is. Hang about. He didn't get mentioned at level 30. can have mentor. Help the other people level up. You can have the other one afterwards. Go to the red tree on his next turn, level up. The last part of the red tree. What do I want to do you? Fucking hell, that captain's got 70 and 70? Fuck. I suppose he's got 6 now though. But even then 64 and 64 is pretty nice. Right.
I am Volkmar.
Oh. Fast forwards on. Great swords and the demoglyphs seem to auto-resolve very well. Very strong for auto-resolve, which is good. What is making that goddamn noise? Is that stupid hero on that Zinch thing? Scheming a sieging out Myrmidons. It's funny to see Scars and it could do well, but it's also nice, it's a nice reprieve. Takes it outside the norm a bit. Because whenever you're playing bad guys, all the bad guys appear to do shit, for the most part. You might get the odd one or two there that do okay. Or they end up, the bad guys do end up doing well, and they end up declaring war on you. That's usually the way they work it. Is then like, say Dark Elves get really strong and you're playing Chaos and they declare war on you, and it's like, oh, marvellous. Even though technically Dark Elves wouldn't be an ally of Chaos, I mean, but still. Where are we at here? Well, that one's leadership. That one's leadership or effect. And that's more armour for him, isn't it? Give him that. Let's bump up his leadership first. Because we can get all those probably anyway.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector. Going forth. This is your end. Volkmar.
We need one more turn to recover.
Sigmar, grant me strength. Chosen of Sigmar. Who calls?
Why is there so much corruption in here?
Of course.
What is... It's not that. It's got to be an effect.
Warrior.
Right.
Tools of judgment ready.
It's not showing much around here.
You cannot.
That army's shocked to shit. Think about it. When did we lose a unit? Oh, they wounded Ulrika.
Knowledge is power.
Still can't believe they wounded Ulrika. Yeah. Of all the people that it could wound, happens to be one that's classed as a legendary hero. I'm not being funny, but legendary heroes should be either like the ancestor dwarves and not be able to be assassinated or wounded, or they should be like ridiculously low chance, like single figure percents to wound one of them. And I don't care what the level is. If they're classed as a legendary hero, they shouldn't be really getting wounded. Imagine if you played Isabella and you got Vlad as a legendary hero. He shouldn't be getting wounded by anyone. And that's the weird thing as well, actually. I auto-resolved that Zinch army being backed up by that garrison, minus Ulrika. If Ulrika would have been in my army, I'd have had an even better result. So I was actually only had 19 units. So that army's really fucking strong. I would have fought it if I had to, but if you're not going to lose anything, and there's no other army nearby that can attack you when you're injured, there's no reason to waste time fighting it. Just auto-resolve it, take your victory, move on. Sure, it might mean that you take a bit more damage than if you'd fought it manually, maybe, because some units might get wrecked, but the majority of army might remain more or less undamaged. Etc. This fucking guy. Fucking coward. Oh, he can't make it. I'm gonna eat him alive. And he's in March Dance. Only two factions I need to watch at the moment is Cetra and Kairos. Maybe Scarbrand, in case he comes this way and does something. But at the moment, no.
Champion of the faith. I will do anything for Sigmar.
Oh, and he's not getting backed up by his garrison either. Oh, you just fucked up. But see, he wouldn't have made that play if he could have seen my army. Because he's not seen my army, he's overextended and left himself out in the open. Why am I at a minus? I don't know.
Ready. Following Sigmar's path. It is time. Onwards. Hunt them out.
Let's fucking move. Right. Let's trade this to Tic-Tac-Toe. Because it completes his region for him. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Right. You're going to give me that. Statues of the gods. There you go, buddy. So I've not got a defensive alliance with him. He's given me 7 grand. And he's got his province back. I just pray this time that he can keep it.
Protector of the weak.
You're a dead man. This only gives me a close victory. What? His army's dog shit. And I'll lose you to greatswords? Against this? Are you fucking high? So Volkmar can auto-resolve all that he fights with an incomplete army because he's missing one of the heroes. And we can't take on a partial Spectre army. Oh, probably because he's got 5 regiments renown. Maybe. But even then, come on. I suppose it's probably because my guys aren't that high rank either. They're relatively low rank, but they are good units. I'm not losing a unit of greatswords though to this. Fuck that. This army's crap. I mean, he's got 5 range units. The only one of them that's actually good is the Screaming Skull Catapult. Oh, in fact, no, because the Ashabti are actually ranged, aren't they? Them ones, they're sub to a bows. So he's got 2 that are good, sorry. And he's got 5 bad ones. And then the melee units, well, shit. Ashabti might look like perform good, but actually don't. I don't think they're particularly good. I think they're anti-large, though. So they might maybe give more the thingies some trouble. And then that's anti-large. And that will give them trouble if they counter it, but greatswords can just kill that. A level 35, etc. Interesting. Right, well, what we're going to do is... And it weren't like it was killing just one of my greatswords. It was killing one of my rank 6 greatswords. One of the ones least likely to die. It's like, oh yeah, that makes perfect fucking sense. I actually put those 2 together because they're both on mounts. I think Setcher just miscast on himself. Dumbass. And decrease the cooldown of that. Am I being fired at by something? No, wait. I'll put him with those actually, so you can go in with them. Actually, my wizard to fuck up his thingy first. I don't care about his archers, they won't do enough damage, but the screaming skull catapult will. That could really hurt my infantry. Bingo. Think about what? It's showing the catapult over there, that's weird. Oh god. Right, his catapult's gone. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Right. Everyone forward. You guys be careful on that flank. You're on horses, aren't you? Yeah, don't go running ahead like morons. Need the infantry there with you. What the hell was that? What? Is that those? Actually, partnering back up with them. Come over here. Sort of like I'm being shot at by a fucking cannon. I was like, what? They don't have any cannons. You're going that way. Where's the hero? Hero. We're going to make a new group with these three, and you're going to go with them. I need my cavalry. Get them up here. You go deal with him. So that's the mage. No, I don't send him into combat with Spectre. Oh god, my lord. Yeah, run. Somebody go and get hold of Spectre. Run, you idiot. It might have been Spectre then holding the balance of power. Spectre's probably because he's level 35. He's obviously quite strong. A lot stronger than what he would normally be. I would never normally have difficulty with Spectre personally. Obviously he's a low level lord though. If he was a high level lord with some magical items, he'd have kicked Spectre's ass. Up and down the goddamn sand dunes. He's probably the most mysterious character in the entire Warhammer lore. With how weird he is. Because he's got like the whole Dementor look going on, but you can't really see his face. You can see the arms and shit, but because he can change his appearance into anyone, obviously in the game's terms it's got to be a lord you've beaten in combat, legendary lord. In the lore, it can change into anyone that is touched, as far as I'm aware. All he's got to do is touch them. If he's made physical contact with you, even by like walking past you as somebody else and he's glanced your hand, he can then assume your appearance. And it's not like there's a flaw in the disguise either where you can tell the difference. The only way you could know it was a fake is if the original showed up alongside him. Then he'd be like, what the fuck's going on here? So he's incredibly hard to pin down, and because of his ability to shift into different appearances, he even his own god Zinch doesn't know where he is the majority of the time. So he can just show up anywhere. They used to have a mechanic for Deathmaster Snitch where on the battlefield it would be hidden inside one unit. You'd take a note of which unit you've got him hidden in, and he'd be hidden as a normal rat. And then when you choose to, at the start of a turn, you can pop out the Deathmaster and you'd put his figure in place of like a normal rat, as he basically revealed himself. Essentially, with Changeling, you could pretty much do that with him. It could just pop out somewhere in a battle and just start wreaking havoc, casting spells. Obviously, in Deathmaster's case, he's not a spellcaster. He'll just try and murder your lords and heroes. But it's still a frightening thought when he can just assume anyone. I remember reading a bit of lore as well at one point about him. It weren't Scarbrand, it weren't someone as pivotal as that, as like a big greater demon. It was a mortal champion, but it weren't Valkyr. It was somebody else. And it was someone for Khorne. And Khorne had obviously witnessed it gaze-wise. He'd witnessed... I think the Changeling was leading an army of Khorne troops that belonged to this guy. But he'd not only assumed this guy's appearance, I think he'd murdered him. But even Khorne wasn't aware that his champion had been murdered, because the Changeling disposed of the body and then took his appearance and presumed doing like regular tasks, then led his army so he drew Khorne's gaze, and then he led them into battle, I think against dwarves in Kislev or something, and in the middle of the battle the Changeling shapeshifted from the Khorne Chaos Lord that he was into himself. And basically, he just fled the battle. He just teleported away and left the Khorne soldiers to get butchered. And Khorne was furious. Because he was like, it's not only that it was a rival god's champion, it was Tzeentch, the one that he hates the most. Because he's like the master of magic, and Khorne hates magic. So you've got this guy just fucking leads a Khorne army, basically into an ambush. They're getting slaughtered and he just fucks off. It's like, fuck you, Khorne, yeah! Khorne would be like, you cheeky bastard.
True servant of Sigmar.
Yeah, get him. You can have the other one. Make your army cheaper, we shall. Do we need that? Haven't one of these got... He's got a replenish hero, we should be okay. I don't think we need that.
Sigmarite Archlector.
E. At least then we can recover.
Warrior of Sigmar.
Right. Oh, God. He spawned back there. Oh, and that's got like no garrison. I guarantee he's going to activate and he's going to attack me. Marvelous.
Seek out the heretics. My order agrees.
It appears Teclis is controlling most. Where? Hang about.
Who seeks me? What do you want?
He'll give me defensive lines, but he won't be treated him. It's kind of weird. Alright.
I suppose.
Dark are these short lifers. It is always a pleasure to hear of your little schemes.
Not getting any money.
King Lewin Leoncoeur, our neighbors in the east.
What? In these dark times?
Mistress of what news do you bring?
At least the people around us who are allies were keeping as allies, that's good. Right, so hang about. How much territory has fucking Kairos actually got? He's got 16 settlements according to this. 16. Just trying to think how many's here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I think. It's either 14 or 15 down there. So the vast majority of his settlements are actually on that landmass.
I do not think so.
So what I'll do is, although it's going to be a bastard down there because it's all red territory and it's all going to be corrupted. So it's going to be a nightmare to fucking move through.
I live to serve the Emperor.
What do I need on this? Well, I need 21 on that anyway. So we'll continue doing what we're doing with this scout here, taking these off etc. And then trying to hold them if we can. Volkmar's army, I will send down there and try and take the stuff off etc. If I've taken all the Southern Chaos Wastes and I've got the campaign victory conditions like that maxed out at 30 and that's already done, I'll just class it as a majority victory because I'm fairly certain he's going to have one or more settlements on Lustria and I am not going over to Lustria to hunt down all of his settlements. And between now and then he can probably get more with his settlement switching option as well. I'm not going through all that crap. So if we do that, we'll just call that as a big W. Right, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, please drop a sub, help grow the channel. I'm trying to get on the YouTube partner program. I need 1,000 subscribers to get there. And I'm already over the watch time hours. So literally, get me to 1,000 subs and I'm on the partner program. Thanks guys, have a nice day and I'll catch you all in the next video.